So there is it was a quote, and I forgot who the economist was. Maybe it was, yeah, John Maynard Keynes. John Maynard Keynes, Keynesian economics. He said we're all dead in the long run. And what that meant is that in economics, there's the short term and sometimes the medium term and the long run, the long term. And it was the most obvious axiom, truism. We're all dead in the long run, so none of it really matters. And what it means, all things end, all empires collapse. The United States will collapse as an empire. The United States will cease to exist. China will go away, even though I think China's the longest running country, going back thousands of years. Everything ends. Everything is finite, and that includes bad stuff. Nancy Pelosi will die. She's gonna die. Greta Thunberg will stop being that annoying mosquito in your bedroom while you try to sleep. And this politics in our media and entertainment will also end. And there's a little bit more optimism, I think. Like, when will it end? Is this forever? Because generations of Americans who are now obviously populating in Hollywood, specifically Disney, you're like, wow, is this going to be like Russia, the Soviet Union? Do we have to wait for about 2.5, 3 generations, 75 years for this food poisoning food to be digested from our tract? But if you watch Endymion, who I subscribe to and watch, he's a little optimistic. He's had a series like The End of Wokeism, The End of Woke, and he is of the opinion that this will end sooner rather than later, certainly within our lifetimes. And you could kind of see it. There's, what is it? Not Marvel fatigue. What do they call it? Superhero fatigue. All the wokest of woke movies Disney has done with, hey, look, gay teenager kiss. Oh my God. Mixed race everything. And oh, look out. We especially the comic books where there's literally a Spider-Man that's in a wheelchair. It's insane. It's insane. Even spilling out with Bud Light having a trans man, which is perfectly fine. I don't care. You do what you want. It's a fad. It's not good. This is not going to be an empire. This will not be the Assyrian Empire that lasted thousands of years. This will go away. This too shall pass. We're all dead in. And especially when you look, we're starting to get to the other side of the moon, like when you go behind the moon, because you're blocked out from the sun, there's no communication. You're starting to see a little bit of a silver crescent on the side as the sun lights up the other side of the moon. We're coming around, and I happen to agree. Maybe not that wokeism and feminism and politics will end. It'll never end. It's too critical of these people's value system. But you're starting to see, oh, it's not making that much money. Oh, you lost money. And let's not also forget that the reason we have politics shoved in our face is because the people who are making the movies are also talentless hacks. They're wannabes. They're ideologues first and spoiled trust funders as far as spoiled little children who can't make a good damn movie. So not only do you have vagina in a wheelchair shoved in your face all the time, the movie ain't that good either. And so it's starting to show in the box office receipts where people just aren't, they're not going to go see it. Oh my God, the absolute, I'm trying to think what it would be like, what they did to Star Wars. It's like you gave the keys to a teenager to a Lamborghini, and the kid took that Lamborghini to his buddy's place, and after scratching it and bottoming it out, they decided to spray paint some cool sophomore dumb high school crap on it and put a bunch of bumper stickers. I think just like, look, Dad, we improved it. That has just been violated and destroyed. And it doesn't bear out. Well, it does bear out in the profits, but think about the market value of Star Wars. Well, hang on. We have the data. Look at my economist mind. What did Disney pay for Star Wars? Okay, Disney In 2012, Disney paid $4 billion for Star Wars. So about $6 billion in today's money. $6 billion. So if you did a market cap, $6 billion, 6 divided by, you have to have a 5% rate of return. No, wait, how would I do the math? 6 billion. Let me think this through. 6 billion. Let me look. I know. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm doing some economics. S&P 500 PE ratio. What is it? 20. It's 22. It's 20. Hang on. Let me double check. 22. It's 22. Okay. So in order for Star Wars to warrant a $6 billion market value today, divided by 20, essentially 6 billion divided by 20, that would have to be 300 million a year. The Star Wars franchise has to generate 300 million a year. Hang on, I want to make sure my math is right. 300 billion times 20. 6,000 millions is 6 billion. You have to generate 300 million a year, like every year. I think maybe they maybe might make that average. Maybe I'd have to delve into Disney's financials to see exactly how much Star Wars has made them. But this is to infinity and beyond. Pun there. They have to make 300 million every year. Can it even make a profit now? After they just shat all over it? I don't even know what Mando makes. I don't, but you'd have to 300 million a year. What would they sell it for now? Would anyone pay 6 billion for it? Anyway, the point is that the only thing that matters ultimately is profit. And profits are waning, if not, I believe, I don't know, it depends if you want to look at Marvel or Star Wars or whatever. Sometimes they're going negative. I believe Quantum Mania didn't make any money as of yet. And all the other Hollywood woke stuff. What was it? Woman King? Oh, yeah, boy. A brilliant marketing job there. And so to see whether or not it is going to end, in my opinion, it will end. It's a question of how quickly it's going to end. And what I think is going to be the barometer, what I think is going to be the telltale sign is the Marvels, which they have just been kicking that can down the road, tons of reshoots. It looks like utter crap. I am fully convinced that Disney ended up paying people to buy movies or tickets to the original Captain Marvel. 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And I'm going to forecast that film is going to lose money. But that's why I think this is going to be the barometer. I think it's going to be very much like Groundhog Day. And whereas the groundhog, Puxatawny Phil, he comes out, and if he sees his shadow and he goes back underground, that's 6 more weeks of winter. But if he doesn't see a shadow and he doesn't get scared back at it, then spring is here. And I think the Marvels is going to be the bellwether, the determination as to whether or not we got 6 more weeks of feminism, or that's it. It's the death knell. And now wokeism and feminism is going to go into terminal decline because people are just like, we're sick of this crap. Now, 6 weeks, not really. If the Marvels does well, like it just blows it out of the water, keep in mind, spring is coming. Spring is coming. You just deferred it off into the distance. This woke feminist Hollywood identity politics traitism stuff does have an end to it. It will end. But if Marvel's does pretty well or really well, that's fine. It's just going to be 6 more years, I'd estimate. 6 more years of that, because then they'll double down. We're going to, look how well it did. And all the extra money. Bring in all those cash reserves. Now, don't pay it to the shareholders. Let's make more feminist, woke, man-hatred crap. No, we're not gonna have a plot. No, just they're women. They're amazing. They're beautiful. But if it doesn't do good, that man, spring is here. Isn't summer yet? Don't celebrate just yet. But that's going to send a very clear signal to the markets and therefore investors, meaning the people with the money, like we're not doing this anymore. It it would be great if the Marvels lost money. It would be great. Hang on, how much they got? How much has the Marvels cost to make? Disney revealed the cost of making its upcoming Super Mama hit 130 million just after 2 months of filming. 2 months of filming. Well, it took more than 2 months to filming. It was costing me. Earlier today, dropped the first trailer. Well, it's got to be more than 130 million. If that's just the two. Age of Ultron, 356. It's going to have to be the 300s. List of all. Cost of CGI. Oh, it's going to be more. And the amount of marketing they're going to have to do. So look how bad a position Disney's in. They don't care about profits. They're not even going to care about politics. They're going to care about their ego and pride. And I guarantee you, there are so many MBAs and leaders and executives and heads over at Disney. It has to make. They already bought the tickets the last time around. They will spend more money, thereby making it an even bigger loss to market this thing. And they have to. It's all down to this, boys and girls. It's all down to this. And you could play accounting tricks and you could buy, tickets to the theaters. But the analysts, if they're savvy, the accountants are going to get in there. They're going to look, say, hey, why is this big cash outflow to this subsidiary? Then you look at the subsidiary. Hey, why is it buying movie tickets? They are in a real bad position. And they are so ego invested, so irrational, so wedded to their politics. It's almost a guarantee they're going to make sure they lose even more money on this. So that's where I forecast it. I forecast this is going to be a money-losing film. I think that will then finally get some of the wokies and the normies like, hey, we're sick and tired of vagina being shoved in our face. Can we have a good movie? We don't even need a good movie. We just need a normal, average movie. Top Gun. I'm going to see the Mission Impossibles, Guy Ritchie films, Mario Brothers. Remember when he used to make fun movies? It's going to just, you watch. But even if it does well, it's just Groundhog Day, man. It's Groundhog Day for this Hollywood woke feminist BS. And it's just, all right, kick it, spend some more money. Go ahead. No one's going to see it. No one's going to see those movies. But it will end. It will. And if you'd like to accelerate it, you guys don't have to go to these movies. Oh my God, Bud Light, Gillette. Stop buying. Stop patronizing them. Stop giving them money. And it will go away. Inevitably. So there you guys go. Do we have any super chats? Oh, link below is a book called Enjoy the Decline, Accepting and Living with the Death of the United States. You guys might like that. Project Masculinity, 2 British pounds. Watch Benefits Britain, 100 Stone, and On the Dole. Is that a movie or a show? Project Masculinity, again, for 2 British pounds. They need your understanding, sympathy, and money. I don't care. People on welfare are miserable. People who have to promote trait politics and leftist politics and everything are miserable. Do you think has Brie Larson smiled once yet? I want to know. My truth, the king. $5. I see U.S. mental state and dynamics and envision a Great Britain 2.0 with bifurcated populace, few wealthy and gigantic single mom welfare state and many ghettos. Yeah, we're all kind of heading that way. As I've said many times before, I think we're going to head towards a Brazil-like economy and politics. I don't know what that. I mean, I just want to see some good movies before I die. That's all. But I got a DVD player. I could go watch the old movies. There's other countries making better movies. I could watch some Bollywood. I can watch some old Japanese classics. All right, that's it. Oh, wait, one more. Nonstop Dre, $2. Cappy, why do you hate strong and independent women? They're not strong and independent women. They need constant subsidy. They need charity. That is dependent. That is parasitic by the literal definition. I mean, if they're gonna make they're thinking about coming out with another Ray movie, Ray from Star Wars. Like, oh my god. Don't worry. Don't worry. In a long enough time frame, everyone in the United States will learn about economic efficiency and production and why it's very important and why food is more important than politics. They might have to go through a couple Holodomors. They might have to say, "Where's the food?" Everyone's going to lose weight, but everyone will learn the lesson again, again. Project Masculinity, $2. It's on YouTube. I gotta go look at fat British people on welfare. I could see that at Walmart every day I go to Walmart here in the United States. I don't need to. I don't need that. All right, that's it. More on the way. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.